As we mentioned at the top of the show, today marks 4 years since a group of Trump supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol to try and prevent Congress from certifying President Joe Biden's presidential win. I want to bring in CBS News political correspondent Caitlin Huey-Burns, who joins me now from West Palm Beach, Florida. Caitlin, good to see you. So the president-elect has said that he plans to pardon many of those who were charged in connection with that attack. Has he explained why?
Yeah, Vlad, the president-elect has said that in the first few minutes of taking office, he plans to issue pardons for January 6th defendants. But there are a lot of open questions about what exactly he means by that. Last month at a press conference here in West Palm Beach, or at Mar-a-Lago, I should say, I asked him, does that mean blanket pardons? And he essentially said, stay tuned. And there are a couple of different ways to think about this. You have nearly 1,600 defendants of January 6th. Not all were charged with violent crimes, some with misdemeanors. So is it a pardon for those charged with misdemeanors, or about 170 charged with violent crimes, things like harming police officers, breaking into the Capitol, using force and violence? So those remain the open questions, whether this is a blanket pardon issued to all January 6th defendants or a group of them. That remains to be seen. But this is something that the president-elect has been pledging to do since he's been on the campaign trail. He has called them hostages, if you recall. So we're waiting to see what exactly that means. There's a few different ways he can go about it, but he has pledged to issue pardons within minutes of taking office on January 20th.
Okay, let me ask you about this. We're also learning that his lawyers have asked the judge in his hush money case to delay Friday's sentencing. What are you hearing about that?
That's right. His lawyers have asked to delay sentencing because they are appealing the immunity ruling from that judge in New York. Just to take a step back here, remember, when the Supreme Court issued its immunity ruling, the Trump lawyers tried to apply that to this New York hush money case. And the judge in that case said that that ruling doesn't apply because these were acts taken before the president took office. The president's team, the president-elect's team at the time, was arguing that, well, statements from White House staffers and statements that Trump made at the time were used as evidence in that case, but the judge said no. Remember, the Trump legal team wanted this case to be thrown out entirely, and this was, using those immunity grounds, and the judge said no, it has to stand and sentencing has to go forward because that would do justice to the justice system in effect. So now you have the Trump team arguing for a pause in sentencing as they appeal that ruling from the judge once again to the state. And so they have asked for a decision about this, asking for a pause by 2 p.m. today to get an answer in this case.
All right, Caitlin Huey-Burns for us in West Palm Beach. Thanks, Caitlin.